Your show.
Yeah, hold on a second. There we go. Sorry. I was having Zoom issues.
Oh, okay. I thought you had the
Hello,
Pikachu up there.
hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Is It Rotten? Uh, you guys all voted for the talking animal movie that we were going to watch, and the winner was Pokemon 2000. There
I'm
are
so disappointed in our audience.
there are three talking Pokemon in this movie, so I feel validated.
Well, I thought we determined that Pokemon weren't animals.
Yeah, that we determined that off stream, so it's fine.
We did, and we ultimately accepted that this was in
Yes.
some way a talking
No,
animal.
no.
movie.
You accepted it because you didn't want to. You didn't want to. You were such a fucking coward that you didn't want to do Planet of the Apes or Cats.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I would have preferred cats over this,
What?
but I still prefer this over Planet of the Apes.
Cowards.
Because
Anyway.
I have the same problem with this that I have with Planet of the Apes. They're both boring.
Hmm.
Get your
I
damn
can,
hands
I,
off
I
the
can
germ.
see that. All right,
Yeah.
we're already roasting the film. Let's get going.
Yeah, so
Get your-
we're doing Pokemon the movie 2000, The Power of One, all the different titles that this movie has. Pokemon 2 is another name this movie has. So Mac, what was your first experience with Pokemon 2000?
Yeah, I watched this in theaters, Eric. Yeah, I watched this in theaters in the back row. There were only like 10 people in the theater watching this damn film. The reason why I watched this film is I got to watch it for free, and I had nothing to do that day. So I just said, fuck it, let's just watch Pokemon 2000. This is a movie.
All right. Scott, what was your first experience with this movie?
I watched it for this podcast.
And Zach, obviously the same for you as well.
Oh yeah, no, I live tweeted this is horrible while I was stoned off my ass watching it from Internet Archive. Yeah.
So we watched it in very similar manners.
Yeah.
I
This is probably I recognize that both the first and the third movies are better movies, but this one's my favorite. I recognize that they're both better movies, but I like this one a lot. But for different reasons than I would say I like Rat
You're
Race
really
or-
gonna have to sell us on this.
yeah.
Listen, okay? Listen.
I got stoned and it didn't take away the pain. That's a problem.
I agree with you on the
This
first one.
this movie has one of the it's got such a strange villain to it because he's barely present.
Well, he's the collector from Marvel.
Yeah.
That's all he is.
Yeah, he's the collector from Marvel.
And he's in 3 scenes.
He's in like 3 scenes. But I love how much he just straight up doesn't give a fuck about what he's doing.
There's like a 40-minute chunk where he's just not in it.
Yeah, it's like he
At least it
crashed
felt
his
like 40
ship,
minutes.
and that's deliberate. So you fucking forget that he's there, but he's just like, dope. Let me capture this Lugian now.
I was going to ask, is that voice actor for him famous? Because I thought I recognized the voice.
Let me check. Pokemon 2000.
And there's no consequences for him at the end.
Nope.
No, God no. Let's see, cast.
Was this actually a movie, or was it like 3
Yeah, no, this
episodes
was
stripped together?
this is a movie.
Came out in a theater, Scott.
Yeah, I know,
watched-
but like, you know how sometimes they like string together a handful of episodes and they're like, yeah, here's a movie.
You mean the Digimon movie? Yes, we understand.
Well, no, the
The
Digimon
Digimon movie was stitched together films, but I know what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like, they used to do that. They used to butcher the fuck out of animes back in the day.
like the Aladdin sequel.
Yeah, well,
Oh yeah.
the Aladdin sequel is a whole other thing.
Yeah, it was meant to be like a pilot, or like the Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Movie.
Well,
that we
they're both
watched.
they were both pilots that they then released as direct-to-video movies.
Yeah.
This was released in theaters.
This somebody sat down and was like, I'm gonna write a movie.
Yeah.
Okay, because there's barely a plot.
Look, I off rip. I love the concept of this disaffected island society that keeps doing their ancient traditions, and then it just so happens that it happens to be right.
And the
we're doing the
one
ship for
happens
tourism.
to be
Oh
Ash.
wait, it's actually yeah.
Isn't that like the plot of every mysterious? That's literally the Wicker Man.
Yeah.
That
Wasn't
had
this
Nick
also
Cage in
very
it, and that
similar
was
to the
interesting.
plot of Godzilla King of Monsters?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah, and that movie was nonsense.
just like the Wicker Man.
Yeah, Working Man was nonsense, but interesting.
And this movie also actually started a trend for legendary Pokemon, where obviously the first movie they have Mew and Mewtwo, where Mew's just this really old Pokemon and Mewtwo's this clone of the Pokemon. But it's like, hey, you know what? We just kind of threw the birds into the game. Why don't we give them actual lore?
Where's Ho-Ho?
Ho-Oh is not a part of the birds. He's a part of the beasts.
At one point, they mentioned something about cards. Are they talking about like, actual Pokemon cards?
No, literally at the end of the movie, he picked up the promotional Mew card you got from the first movie.
Oh, wow. Is that?
Yeah.
So, like, the cards are part of the mythos?
Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
Yes.
Yep. Remember it.
If you haven't seen our previous Pokemon episode, I have no familiarity with Pokemon outside.
But you like me. We both liked the last film we did. It wasn't bad.
Yeah. The third one wasn't bad. It was like WandaVision.
Spell the Unknown. It's just WandaVision. It's just WandaVision that came out like 20 years before it.
Yeah, it was good. We liked it.
All right, let's get to the scenes and stuff. Otherwise, we're gonna literally just run this film into the ground.
Yeah, we are.
All right, so Mac, what was your favorite scene in this movie?
Wow, you just went right to me because you know I'm a Pokemon fan. Damn it. Favorite scene. Hold on, I had to write this down because just like this film, I forgot a lot of stuff. All right, best scene. I like the fight scenes. It's not better than Spell the Unknown, but I did like the fight scenes.
Yeah,
I put it like that. I did like the fight scenes between between Moltres and you. I did like them. It was interesting.
Yeah. Scott, what was your favorite scene?
I guess it would probably be when Pikachu and that one Pokemon are talking, and just translating, because it just made me laugh.
Yeah. That was one of my favorite scenes as a kid.
So they can talk like that? Like, can anybody do that?
Yeah, this is the only time that this happens, by the way.
We talked about this. We talked about this, Scott.
I don't understand the logic of this world.
I literally showed you guys a timeline for the Digimon movie, and that made more sense than some of this shit.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
Why don't they talk? If there are talking Pokemon, why aren't they all talking?
Okay, so we already explained that.
You said something about like move slots, which I don't get. Like, why is there a limit?
Gave up one of his move slots.
Yeah, it's
to talk.
Why do they have a limited amount of move slots?
But also, Slowking and Lugia can also both talk because they're psychic types.
Yeah. Like, do humans have a limited number of move slots in this world too? Like, can they only I can only jump? Like, what is the rules?
Well, they can throw a Pokeball and ride a bike.
Okay, so those are two move slots.
Scott, it doesn't matter. All that matters is you shut up and buy the toys.
There we go. Shut up and buy the toys.
And the cards.
All right, Zach, what was your favorite scene in this movie?
I gotta share the screen for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I got that. Yeah, Eric, you know what's coming. Hear sound. All right, so I take it the other guys haven't seen this.
Nope.
There is a meme called Based James.
Who's James? Is that guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Team Rocket, yeah.
Okay. I wasn't following most of the names.
And this is for Based James the original.
Let's blow those whining women back to the Dark Ages right where they belong.
That's the original. This is what I found.
Listen to me, kid. When you get involved with the opposite sex, you're only asking for trouble.
Yes, and that's the kind of trouble I stay out of.
Listen to me.
I wrote down that line.
I found a hidden bass James clip,
Yeah.
and that is the best part because nothing else in this movie really grabbed me.
Yeah. My favorite scene, it's actually gotta be when Team Rocket comes to the rescue with the fucking life.
I wrote that down, yeah.
Yeah, that is just fucking incredible, because you tend to forget that these fucking delinquents always attack with fucking mechs.
Yep.
That's what they fucking do.
I just wrote down also that Team Rocket's just Bulk and Skull, and I can live with that.
Yeah, it's like basically Team Rocket alternates between, in the movies, that they either serve as the Greek chorus where they're just there and commenting on shit.
Wait, they did both. They
Yeah.
did both in this movie. What
Yeah.
the fuck?
They're either there commenting and shit, or they actually take an active part in the story. Like obviously the first movie, they're mostly Greek chorus, other than getting Ash to the island. Third movie, they do literally nothing other than comment and then help Ash at the very end. This movie and the fourth movie, they have a very active role in the plot. And then who the fuck cares in 5 Beyond?
I like the scene where they try and sacrifice themselves.
Yes, that
Yep.
is also that may or may not have my favorite line. But yeah. Anyway, so then Zach, what was your favorite line?
Okay, there is a really, really short part where the boat captain goes, and she says, "No, I have No, but I have crabbies." And I'm like, "They put a crabs joke in this?"
They did put she is probably one of my favorite movie only characters, because she's just there and she just gels so well. You would think she was in this season of the anime. She's not.
Really?
She's just in this movie.
Yep.
I thought she was like a pre-existing character.
No.
Like,
No.
I assume that of everybody because they don't really
Tracy
introduce anybody.
is.
Oh God, no! I didn't know who half these fucking people were.
Yeah.
Me neither. And they don't bother to be like, "Oh, this is this person."
We'll fucking talk about Tracy, all right?
Yeah, we will.
Who?
Who's
I-
Tracy?
Exactly.
Tracy. Yeah, that's exactly right.
All right,
I
so
don't know
then
who that is.
Scott, what was your favorite line?
Okay, my favorite line was mime, my mime, mime.
Yes.
From the mime.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And that's only
Yes.
because Zach picked my favorite line.
Yes. Yes. I love that. That's awesome.
But actually, you know what? No, actually, I got one.
Damn
I
you.
could use pants.
That makes sense.
This movie was the introduction of Slow King and Lugia. In fact,
Why can they talk? For fuck's sake!
yeah.
Good
Yeah.
question.
Good question.
I
Moving
literally wrote down, "How does Lugia and Sloping talk? Is it like meow?"
on.
Yeah, did he give up a move slot? Like,
No, Lugia talks the same way that Mewtwo talks in the first movie. He's a psychic.
Pelican psychic.
wait, hold on.
Yes.
Pikachu.
Then how does Slowking work? Because Slowking's mouth actually moves.
Slow King is also a psychic type, but that is also due to the fact that in the lore of Pokemon, it's like the shell that clamps onto a slow poke's head or tail, depending on which evolution it is. When it bites onto the head, it increases the intelligence by a lot.
So it's
There's
like a
actual
parasite.
lore behind that.
So the shell is like a parasite.
So
Yes.
yeah, so like the Futurama episode with the worms, is
Yes.
that what's going on here?
Pretty much,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. All right. That makes
All right.
sense. I get that.
Well, it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense if you know what I mean.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I
right.
get that more than Meowth giving up a move slot. That I
Yeah.
don't understand at all.
Yeah. But
Yep.
giving up
Can you
giving up
gain
move-
more slots? Can you lose
Payday.
move slots?
No, you cannot. Mac, what was your favorite line?
I'm more like that Frozen one.
It's just that whole scene. It's like it's so weird. It's like that scene is as it was in the Japanese version,
Mhm.
which then compare it to how they did the scene in the Digimon movie, where they clearly cut out a whole chunk of Davis crying and then going to being happy.
Mhm.
That is exactly how that scene went in the Japanese version. They didn't cut shit out in this movie.
Yeah. He said, I was the chosen one. I'm more like the Frozen one right
It's
now.
like he goes crying to I'm cheered up. I feel like I'm like the Frozen one. I got a couple of favorite lines. Banger is, well, now I wish my mom called me Bob. And the other one is, and now we're gonna die. Which is
right.
the tail end of the Team Rocket sacrificing them.
Yeah.
But I feel like you guys might have some issues with this movie.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
no, this feels like one of my picks. That's how this feels.
So let's see. This time I'm gonna start with Scott. What was your worst scene?
The worst scene. I guess I didn't like the whole you know what, anything with the villain. Anything with the villain, because it was just so boring and I literally just blocked it from my mind until
I will admit, my nostalgia made me think this villain was better than he actually was.
No, he
he's
wasn't.
not, he's barely
Well,
a character.
I think I just really liked his fucking ship. I think that's about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like I said, this guy's just a collector. If you've read Marvel comics at any point, you're kind of know what's going on already.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, he's
this-
there's
trying
no-
to collect the
this-
Isn't that all
Yeah.
these villains? Aren't they all
Yeah,
trying to just
exactly.
collect the
They
Pokemon?
think he's a trainer literally when they do it.
yeah.
I
Like
want
they
Pokemon.
think he's a trainer. It's because there's literally no difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One uses an electric cage, one uses a Pokeball. This is pretty much
I-
the only difference.
The difference is, and this does actually have to do a little bit with semi Pokemon lore, that if a Pokemon is in the Pokeball, that means that it has agreed to join your team. Him putting them in those weird cages, they did not agree to that in any way.
Isn't
You
the-
also said
Wait.
you also said last time that when they're in that Pokeball, if their master dies, they're stuck in there.
We don't know what happens. They don't ever address it.
Wait.
But
So-
they're like DNA coded or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But Pokemon, you have to beat the shit out of them to get them in the Pokeball.
Yeah. It's a respect thing.
So the ones in the
think,
Pokeball, those
okay,
are like
Eric, you
cruelty-free
think it's a
animal fighting?
respect thing? I think it's a kink thing.
Look, turnabout's fair play, all right?
Yeah.
All right. So Zach.
What the line?
I think we're doing scene, right? Yeah,
Oh,
we're doing
scene. I fucking hate the boat thing. That's just, I'm like, why is the boat just going down like stairs and shit? What the fuck's going on here? Why am I watching this?
Yeah. This
Like-
boat can fly if you know how to work it enough. That's not how physics works.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm used, like, if this, I don't know. I'm just looking at it going, what the fuck's going on? Why am I watching a flying boat movie? I'm confused.
It's like, even as a kid, that one was a bit of a stretch.
Well, even if you've ever worked a boat of any kind, you know that's not going to work.
It's like it's especially since immediately preceding that is this boat's fucked up. They broke the rudder. We can't use this fucking boat anymore. I'm like, that's great. And then like the next boat's like, fucking watch this though.
Yeah, if your rudder is fucked, the sail will not work like as it's supposed to. You will just like go around in circles.
Mac. was your worst scene?
I wouldn't say anything with Tracy in it, but I'm gonna go with the
Who's Tracy?
Somebody explain this to me.
Okay.
the green shirt guy.
He's the dude in the green shirt and the headband.
Oh, he's the other guy on the boat. Right,
Yes.
right. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the love triangle.
It's not a love triangle. She's very much just clearly fucking with Misty the entire time.
I know, but it pisses
They
me
also
off.
don't
It
share
gets
like
on-
any screen time with Ash.
Yeah, it does. It gets on my nerves.
It also doesn't pass the Bechdel test in any manner whatsoever.
No, it does not. No,
But it annoys the shit out of
their
me.
interactions don't. It's Marin and the older sister. They pass it.
They pass, but the other interaction, God,
no,
no.
absolutely not.
No,
Absolutely
it just
not.
annoys me. I just don't like that. It just annoys the shit out of me. It's like, wow, this is boring as fuck. I wish y'all stop doing this stupid shit. You know,
All right.
but I hate that scene. So fuck that scene.
Yeah, but then the movie would be 60 minutes.
Yeah.
That's better.
Yes,
I agree, but
you're
can't
not.
put that in a theater.
You've just convinced me there needs to be a re-edit.
Yeah,
I
get rid
agree,
of it.
but from like a financial standpoint,
All right.
you can't put that into a theater.
So
So-
my worst scene is the original call with Professor Ivy, where you see Brock in the background. And so it only just reminds us that we're fucking stuck with Tracy for this goddamn movie. Good job, Tracy. You're in the main cast for exactly one movie. What did you do? Absolutely fucking
Nothing.
Absolutely not a goddamn thing.
I think me and Scott go, who the fuck's Professor Ivy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
He was a character that exists to write Brock out of the story.
And Brock was one of the best characters in Pokemon. Look, I feel like me and Eric are me and Eric, this is the reverse card. Me and Eric watched the actual series, just like you with Digimon. You and Eric watched the series. Me and Eric actually watched Pokemon, and I know that Brock was written out. When Brock was written out, we got Tracy. Tracy was like boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I get
Bland
it.
as fuck. Like
No. I wrote down stupid questions for this. I don't get what's going on here.
Yeah, but let me put it to you like Tracy. If you watch the whole arc of the whole Islands arc was boring because of him.
Yeah.
You know, I just now remember. I remember I watched it and I was like, wait, Ash was the champion? I skipped that arc because Tracy was in it.
Yeah. It's like that is the most frustrating thing about the Orange Islands stuff, is that other than Tracy, it's actually a really good season. It's just Tracy drags it down so fucking much.
Yeah, he tells us shit that we already fucking know. Like, yeah, this is I already know that, Tracy. Shut the fuck up. You know, that's the way I feel about Tracy.
And I can't believe that the only person to have a fucking Scyther is goddamn Tracy. Fuck you. Scyther's a great Pokemon, and you wasted on goddamn Tracy.
On him, and he nearly
Tracy Sketchit, the worst fucking named character.
Well, I forgot what. Wait, what was he? A tracer? What was his?
He was a Pokemon artist.
Oh my god, this is even worse.
He's
had
a
a breeder.
Pokemon artist named Tracy Sketchit.
Sketcher.
Did they ever include like a photographer, like the
Yes.
Pokemon Snap game?
Yes,
Yes.
Literally, the main character from Pokemon Snap was in 4 episodes of the anime. He had a nice little mini arc.
Yeah. Like I said,
Tiny.
I skipped the Orange Islands arc because of Tracy. I was bored to shit about him. I was like, this sucks. And I went right to Johto, and I was happy. I was like, they broke it. Cool.
Yeah, it's like that. Brock being back was a part of the promotional material for Johto.
Yeah, they literally.
It's like,
knew.
yeah, Brock's back.
Look, they just literally said, "Look, we know, guys. We know we fucked up with Tracy. We brought Brock back. Shut the fuck up." Okay,
But
cool.
the frustrating thing is that they were better with referring back to Tracy than they were referring back to Brock when Tracy was on the team.
Yeah, like remember Tracy? Yeah.
It's like who can I guess that's an aspect of Brock was with Professor Ivy, but then they leave Tracy with Professor Oak, who is a much more important character.
Yeah, and also Tracy's still there. He just pops up every once in a while. Like,
Not anymore. Literally, we are recording this 2 days after Ash has completed his arc in the anime.
He's not done.
It only took 30 years.
He's done.
What are you gonna do next?
No, he's not in the next anime. He's done.
And I'm sure he'll never come back.
Mhm.
They've already said that he's probably coming back, but that's also he's probably coming back in the reboot movie series that they released a movie that was a retelling of the first episode, and then that started a whole other movie series. That's probably what they mean when he says he's coming back. But the Ash that we started with back in
I thought Digimon was stupid with its shit. I
yeah,
had no idea how bad Pokemon was.
and the most frustrating thing about this is that like a couple weeks ago, they pretty much outright stated, by the way, all the movies are canon, and they did this by referencing my most hated Pokemon movie, Pokemon Heroes, because they brought back the fucking humanized Latias. God damn it!
No idea what any of those words mean.
All I heard, I'm thinking it's furry shit. That's what I got out of it.
Yes.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they have furries in the Pokemon verse?
Are there Pokemon furries in the Pokemon verse, and how awkward is it?
Yeah,
Yes,
are there like dudes who dress up like Meowth?
When
Have
we
you not
first
been
meet
to
Bill,
an-
he is in a Clefairy costume, and I'm going to leave it at that.
All right, confirmed.
Scott, if you're coming to Chicago, you'll see people dressed up.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, no.
Are they going to dress up as Pokemon?
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, we've seen weirder.
All
Yeah,
right.
we've seen weirder.
So, Mac, what is your worst line?
Oh, the line, it goes back to the triangle. He's not my boyfriend, and then Tracy comes back and says, "What? Me?
Are you talking? You ladies talking about me?
Not me?
Fuck you, Tracy.
Fuck you, Tracy.
No,
Go
Tracy.
fuck off.
Not
It was Boy Who's a Friend, I think. What it was the
boy who's a
wait.
friend.
Yeah. Fuck Tracy. Anyway, I'm done. Yeah, fuck that line.
All right.
Sorry, I hate Tracy.
Zach. What was your worst line?
God, worst line. It's honestly hard because it's hard to remember what the fuck they were talking about. I hated Ash's mom's speech
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's like, fuck you, lady. You put him out here into the fucking wilderness and he's like a fucking 12-year-old. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
is she just like letting him wander the world?
You don't get to be worried at that point. I understand,
No.
that you're just
You don't have a feral
gaslighting him.
child.
I also, side note, she is in the third movie, but she has a much better role in the third movie.
Is she a good mother for once?
Yes, that is the whole point of her character in the third movie. That she's such a good mother that she gets fucking kidnapped and gets WandaVisioned.
That makes no fucking sense because I've seen how good of a mother she is. She's not.
That's true.
But she did not need to be a part of this movie.
No.
She did not.
Yeah, they had a bunch of shots where they'd like have characters that are nowhere near what's going on, and just I'm like, who the fuck are these people?
Yeah, those were all the island people.
Okay,
Weren't they on an island?
They were inside in their modernized buildings looking at the TV. Because it was too cold
I wasn't
outside.
following the locations in this movie.
It was too cold outside. Also, low key, this movie made me remember how much I missed the Magikarp submarine. It was the best Team Rocket transportation, hands down. So Scott, what was your worst line?
Mine was I'm the chosen one from Ash, like 40 minutes after hearing the tale on the island.
That was bad.
and everyone calling him the chosen
The
one.
chosen one. Yeah.
He's like, wait a minute, I'm the chosen one?
I think the difference is it's like Ash knew that it was a thing that they were doing, but then that was when they realized, oh, this is an actual thing we're doing. Wait,
They're all
hold
just
on.
idiots. All of them are just fucking morons.
yeah, no, it's yeah, you're not going to intellectualize part that some of these parts, man.
Mm-hmm. My worst line. God, fucking Tracy, man, fucking goddamn.
Wait, did Tracy say stuff in this movie?
Yes.
Yeah, you literally had to remind me and Scott who he was.
Yeah, he's got.
I feel like I was neuralized.
Yeah,
after
he's
watching.
he's his whole thing is about drawing on paper, and you know what? He's got the personality of it too.
Yeah.
It's like they because they replaced Brock because they're like, oh, we think he'll be a weird racial stereotype, so they replace him with the whitest character in the goddamn anime.
Exactly. And then as an added bonus, when he just sit there, he just said, "Oh my god, I got to draw this." Like just sit there and just drawing it, and then he just sit there awkwardly like Jack in Titanic drawing somebody, and like it just looks awkward.
These people made Jinx, and they're worried about Brock being the
Yes.
stereotype.
Yes.
Anyway, I think what I would actually say is my worst line is actually a Misty line, which was, "Don't worry, I'm not worried about the ocean. I'm from a water gym." Bitch, your gym's a pool. This is the goddamn ocean.
Yeah.
But to be fair, that's like one of the only bits of character development we get in this movie.
Yeah. I guess you gotta watch
character
the anime.
That's I learned something about Misty there. Mitzi? What is it?
Misty.
Misty. Okay.
Yeah.
But
she has a star you, a Starmie, and a side duck.
Yeah, and
I love that you guys keep talking. Me and Scott's brains just have static.
Well, it's the same. It's
Like you're saying a whole bunch of like half words combined. And I'm like,
Okay.
It's amazing.
all right.
Literally the reverse
I love
part of
it.
us doing the y'all doing the Digimon. It's basically
Anyway.
what it is.
Doing a secret bonus thing right now where I just talk about the fact that the guy who created Lugia for this movie was absolutely fucking shocked that they put him in the game because he just made it for the movie.
Wow.
And not
why
only
would he be
that,
shocked about that though.
not only that, Lugia was on the cartridge for Pokemon Silver, and he was just like, "What? This thing that I made?"
See, I knew somebody with a copy of Silver. That's what I recognized what he looked like.
Mhm.
Which was awesome. But I had
So why would they not put him in the game?
Well, like I said, this was really before they knew that they were
Marketing, man. Marketing.
Yeah, it's this is before there was a second game. This is just back when Pokemon was just the first generation when this movie came out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's like they hadn't. It's like, hey, here's new Pokemon, and it's in this new game. That has not happened.
Yeah, Johto
Okay.
was not like Pokemon Johto was not not even in this. It was still we were still like midway through the Orange Island arc when this came out. Like midway. He wasn't even done yet. And they were talking about doing Johto. And I was like, what? Like I'm still pissed that we didn't get to do that in the original Pokemon series. Like, we got everybody done. I was like, yo, can we go to the Orange Islands now? Nope.
Yeah. I mean, the Sevi Islands is almost the Orange Islands. But
it's not the same.
now that we've got everything all said and done, I guess I'll start with the bottom here. So, Scott, is this movie rotten?
Yeah, I would say it's rotten. I'd probably give it about. I'm gonna give it a 10% because the animation was pretty cool. Like all the action sequences were pretty cool, but the story just wasn't doing anything for me.
Okay, well,
All right. Zach, is this movie rotten?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I'm gonna go so far as say it's worse than rotten. It's hollow. I feel like somebody gave me a hollowed out tomato, and I went to go eat it, and there's literally nothing in it.
Ooh.
It's kind of amazing. But so I'm gonna give it a little bit hot. I'm gonna give it a 12%. So a little bit higher than Scott.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has a 19, like officially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, because at least I got the based James moment out of this. Like
yeah.
Like it was like this. It was like the singular seed in the hollow tomato rattling around.
Right.
All right. Mac, is Pokemon 2000 rotten?
Yeah, sorry, it's rotten. I'm a little bit more lenient because unlike these two, I have watched the anime, and I like
Nostalgia. It's just nostalgia, man.
yeah, no, I understand. I did watch it, but I did like Pokemon. When I came into this, I did love Pokemon, the first movie. I also liked Spelled Unknown. It was a great film. This feels just so boring. It feels so boring. It feels like it was just rushed. Like it was literally them trying to do something to sell Johto, and I didn't like it. If they did something that was to represent the Orange Islands, it probably would have been better. But I didn't like it. I'm a little bit more lenient. I think it's harmless. It's not bad. I would say it's not a 19. I would give this sort of like a 45. 45. I'm not going to give it a 19. I think it's higher than what it's. I think it's higher than whatever it was given. 45 is fair to me. I think it's fair. So yeah, 45 for me. Eric, is Pokemon 2000 rotten?
This is such a hard one for me because
Man.
I mean, I recognize that literally everything that Scott and Zach are saying are objectively correct, but I still really love this movie. It is nostalgia, yes, but just the the fact that Lugia is probably my all-time favorite legendary Pokemon. But that also might just be my Gen 2 bias. But it just barely edges into rotten for me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give it an admittedly generous 50.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. So we figured out. So guys, Pokemon 2000 rotten.
The critics were right.
They were.
Although not quite. We're somewhere like closer.
Again, this movie needs to be in the unspoken middle tier for me.
Yeah. It's better. I'll put it like this: way better than Spy Hard.
Way better than Spy Hard.
Oh
Way
my God,
better.
yeah, no.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I
Yeah.
had some fun moments in this. So.
But Spy Hard did have a better Weird Al Yankovic song. So
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Oh, there is one more thing that we do need to talk about. Herman Cain.
Okay. What?
Do you guys know about this?
I don't know where this is going.
Okay.
Herman Cain I know a politician named that?
Yes.
It's the same one.
The one
Yes.
who died?
Yes. So
Okay,
where's this going?
back when Herman Cain was first running for president, he had a quote where he says, "I believe a poet once said, life can be a challenge. Life can seem impossible. It's never easy when so much is on the line." And do you guys know what that is? That is the song from the beginning of the end credits of this movie.
Did he die from COVID?
Yes.
Yes.
He claims that he heard this song at the Olympics and it stuck with him.
Okay, so he's exactly who I thought he was.
Yes.
Got it.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's so good.
Yes. Knowing that, does that increase either of your scores?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't increase it, but it does make me realize that our representation in government has always been bullshit.
Yeah.
I'll bump it up to a 12.
Okay. All right.
2 points.
It would be a 15 if he had quoted the Weird Al song.
It's like, I believe a poet once said, everybody
right?
Pokemon.
A poet once said, "Dare to be stupid."
All right. And then he later did requote again. I'd say, I believe this came from the Pokemon movie.
So he leaned into it.
He did lean into it eventually. But
Jesus.
all right.
Eric
So
is going to lean into a 15%.
No.
Does anybody have a sequel pitch for Pokemon 2000?
I'll go ahead.
I do too. So
I got
you want me to go first, or you want to go?
Mac, why don't you go first?
All right, here we go. First of all, I want to clearly state that this is literally I literally thought this off the top of my head last night. Okay, so I was in the shower when I thought of this. So at this time, Disney will probably find a way to get the rights to Pokemon. I need this to happen. Disney will have the rights to this. All right, we'll put that out there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the opening scene, Detective Pikachu, played by Ryan Reynolds, and he's gonna walk in. This is gonna be. By the way, this Pokemon film is going to be rated R. Rated R. Yes.
A Disney film that's rated R.
Exactly.
With Pokemon in it.
Nope. Not yet.
Well, I mean, you said
we're getting.
Pikachu
Hold your advice to the end. So we're gonna be coming in there, and he's gonna be talking like Pikachu. He's gonna walk out and say, "Oh, hi there. I'm just your friendly neighborhood Pikachu. Pika Pika." Okay, enough of this shit. He's unzips himself and he comes out. It's Deadpool. He comes out and he's sitting up there and he's talking. He's like, look, kids, there shouldn't be kids in here because this film's rated R. We're not doing no Pokemon film because the last film didn't do well. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch Deadpool 2, the PG-13 version Deadpool, and we're going to commentate the whole damn film with my good friend, Hugh I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to say Hugh. Sorry, I didn't mean Wolverine, yeah! So they're going to review the whole Deadpool film, sitting down like 2000, and commentate the whole film of Deadpool 2. And he's going to sit there and, they're going to do dick jokes. They're going to say, hey, so they're going to do the scene where he cuts himself in half and he said, so, how does it feel to grow back your own dick? He said, did that happen to you? How did you, he said, Wolfie, have you ever cut off your own dick? I know you did with your claws. Yeah. It's like, he tells a joke, it's like, growing back.
Okay. Somebody has to stop this. Yeah. What the? Mac. Please stop sharing your sexual fantasies on air. Thank you.
I hated that so much.
I can't believe Mac just read out what he posted on AO3.
I can't believe
I thought it'd be on E26. I thought it'd be E26.
All right, so what you think?
Terrible.
I think that movie should be illegal.
Why? It's just them talking about the film.
It's like the movie from Infinite Jest. It's gonna drive people insane.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So, Scott, what is your sequel pitch?
My sequel is an actual sequel.
Thank God.
We don't need a sequel.
It's gonna be a sequel. Lugia, the main, you guys know, and the other three birds, they all start a band together because they're all very musical, and it's a rock band, and it's gonna be, it's gonna be like a classic Bohemian Rhapsody type of biopic where they all go down dark paths. One of them gets hooked on drugs. One of them contracts an incurable disease. Meowth is their manager. He takes advantage of them and rips them off. And they come back together for one last show. Oh, and the whole time they're excluding Melody because they don't like her stupid flute thing. But then they come back for one last show and they let Melody, join in.
You were complaining about my R-rated film?
At least mine's a movie.
Yeah.
You did the R. Kelly trapped in the closet commentary with Deadpool.
No, it's not R. Kelly. You were laughing, damn it! Don't you?
Yeah, it's worse.
It's worse. It's funny as hell. You want to see
Deadpool? I would rather watch R. Kelly comments on Pokemon.
Zach, what is?
Okay, we can't have him in the background.
So I asked one question during this when I was watching it. Do Pokemon have the Force?
Oh, damn you son of a bitch.
Some of them.
Because because a bunch of them all said, "Oh, we need to be here to help," and they're all compelled to go help.
You motherfucker! You bring it back, Yoda.
No. So this made me wonder: do Pokemon actually have free will?
Are they a hive mind?
Yes. So that's what I was wondering. I'm like, okay, so I want a prequel where the villain explains that his motive is he realizes Pokemon have no free will except for the three birds and Lugia. So the only choice they can actually make is whether when he disturbs them they'll fight or not, and that is the entire point. So
They're
it's
the
an
Freebirds.
exactly.
I dig it.
No, I don't.
So
All
an
right.
existential.
I like the Pokemon being a hive mind. I like that.
Yeah, no, because they act that way. I'm watching
do.
the movie, going, "What the fuck? Why? What is going on?"
They do have like a herd mentality where they all just
they
sort of like
they
we
were
have
just
to be here.
they were just having the plot of Birdemic. It's fine.
Yeah, they were just
Well,
having a bit
well,
of
I
Birdemic.
love that.
It's
I
fine.
love that Eric can't even prove me wrong that the whole hive mind force thing is real. That's a problem, man. What the hell? That
Once
shouldn't be a
again-
thing.
Once again, I wasn't trying to. I was just trying to make a film.
All right. So my sequel pitch is going to be a sequel to this movie that is Lugia versus Shadow Lugia, which is a real thing.
I'm gonna be honest. I just thought about putting Shadow the Hedgehog and Lugia into the
Oh my
AI
god,
thing.
that would be, fuck that. Fuck my film. I want to see that.
Yeah. So it is Lugia and the original trio of Cantonian birds, and Shadow Lugia, who has got the help of the Galarian Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. And it is an all-out war of the birds, with Ash thrown in the middle of it, having to reclaim his title of the Chosen One and stop these warring birds, despite the fact that one is basically the Road Runner.
This is kind of like Fast and the Furious 6, where there's like an evil mirror team.
Yes.
All right,
All
I
right.
like it.
Or the Bizarros from C Lab.
Yeah.
Bizarro, I love you, Bizarro.
I had a backup one where it's literally Ash just comes back and you change his name from Ash to Red.
Ash came on your back?
No, Ash from Pokemon, the main character, comes back and he changes his name to Red.
Anyway,
Why?
Ash came red on your back? I think you might have a problem.
He changed his name to Red.
Ash and Red are two different characters. Anyway,
I know. He just does it because he just want to fucks with him. He says, "I'm better. I'm the better Red."
Anyway, this has been another episode of Visit Rotten. So
It's your pick for next thing.
it is my pick for the next poll, and I am gonna go with this. I'm going to say, since we've had now 2 movies in a row with Weird Al Yankovic songs, we have to have now a choice between 2 movies that in some way feature Weird Al Yankovic, either with his music on the soundtrack or an appearance by his face.
Okay.
Hold on.
How many? Yeah, here's the problem. It's like, how many Weird Al movies are there?
There's UHF.
But that are rotten.
Yeah, I don't. UHF might be rotten.
Damn it! No, it's not. Fuck.
I know. I knew it wasn't.
I would have picked that.
Let's check the IMDb here.
Fuck.
Johnny Dangerously is on the table.
Oh yeah, I know.
No,
Yeah,
he
I don't know if
wasn't
that's
on
rotten.
there. He wasn't on there, was he?
Yeah, he did. He
He's
did
on
a
the
song.
soundtrack.
This is
He
the
does
life.
the theme song,
And
and he did a music video for it. So I think you can stretch it even if he's not actually in the movie.
Problem is, if we do it, none of these people are going to pick Johnny Dangerously, but we can pick it.
I love Johnny Dangerously.
I love it too,
So
but
funny.
nobody's going to pick it. Nobody's going to pick it. I just know those people want us to watch something crazy.
Yeah, they picked Pokemon.
Yeah.
God, there's just like nothing.
Really isn't.
Like, unless you want to go to Naked Gun. I don't think that's like, I'm just looking. I'm not looking at the. I should check the Weird Al Rotten Tomatoes. What the fuck am I doing?
What's the film? Let's see.
Ooh, Safety Patrol. No, wait. Wait, what? No way.
Is it not
No
rotten?
fucking hells yeah. Where is he? He's okay, so he just has to be in the movie, right?
Yeah, he has to either be in the movie or have one of his songs in the movie.
Okay. Because apparently he was in Rob Zombie's Halloween too.
As what?
As himself.
All right.
So I'm going with that. You guys are gonna have to, if that gets picked, you guys are gonna be, if you haven't seen the first one, you're gonna be very confused.
Um.
Keep it on the
You do
Rob
the
Zombie train
Flintstones.
for me.
Yeah, I knew you were going to do that, and I hope you win because if you win, I get to choose whatever I want.
Is
Yeah, Zach.
Transformers the movie?
I
Rotten?
know what you're doing. I got to pick something that nobody's going to pick.
He's
Um. You know what? I know they're not going to pick this. Oh, I forgot he was in that. Let's see. Is that rotten? Damn it! I was gonna pick Pop Star, but he's in that.
oh yeah, I know.
Pop Star.
Literally, there's only one rotten movie, and it's Halloween 2.
You know what? Fuck it. They're not gonna pick it.
You do the Flintstones.
Yeah, so you guys got to do the soundtrack.
I could do the Flintstones. Could I? Did he do the soundtrack for Work Down? He did Johnny Dangerously, right?
Yep.
He did.
You know
And
what?
Naked Gun 2.5, I think.
I don't. I'm not a fan of that one. Flintstones.
Yeah, but it's like the only. Yeah, but is it rotten? I want to know.
You know what? I want to pick my own
It is.
film. Flintstones.
All right. So
Yabba yabba dabba dabba doo, man.
So
Yabba yabba
our,
yabba
our
yabba.
choices are Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 or the Flintstones.
You're gonna pick, pick Rob Zombie Halloween 2, because if we do that, Zach will not get his pick, which he'll be mad about.
Nah.
Yeah, I get to pick my own film. Fuck you guys.
All I know is it's going to be a sports film, and I'm going to forget everything about it.
It's probably not. How you know? It might be the Little Giants.
I said sports film.
Yeah, Little Giants is not bad. You're telling me you hate the Little Giants? It's fun.
I don't hate it. I have zero feelings.
It's fun to watch. It's
Anyway,
good.
goodbye, everybody.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Bye, everybody. How dare you?